Italian company Dotto Creations was formed when its two innovative founders decided to join forces to create something special. They had previously worked with renowned automotive giants like Pininfarina, Italdesign, and Volvo Group. Still, Dotto Creations was a labor of love. The pair have a straightforward belief when it comes to engineering motorcycles: simplicity, and remove anything that's not completely necessary for the bike's function. The team at Dotto Creations took this philosophy and a 1979 Honda CX500. It began stripping away everything that wasn't two wheels, an engine, and a way to ride it. The motorbike's tank all the way to the tail section was trimmed away with no mudguard, fenders, or overhang remaining. The V-twin was refreshed along with its carburetors, and the same original 5-spoke Comstar wheels were retained in the final build. From there, the classic motorbike was cleaned up and mechanically restored before being powder-coated in a thick matte black. Dotto Creations wanted to accentuate the CX500's classic single-spine dual-shock frames and sideways V-twin engine, while bringing it into the 21st century with a set of cafe racer-style clip-ons, a modern headlight, and a digital dash display. When parked, the Biancaneve's rear tailpiece folds forward, covering the seat and completing the sleek, modern look of the bike's body. Similarly, a folding panel exposes the fuel filler at the front end. Opening and closing these panels do have a strange, almost Swiss Army knife feel to them, with different functionality hidden behind a flush finish. Performance-wise, the Biancaneve generally stays true to its pedigree. The 1979 Honda CX500 boasts around 50 horsepower from its 4-stroke V-twin-cylinder engine at top speeds of about 110 miles per hour. So if you wanted to own the Biancaneve, how much would a custom masterpiece like this set you back? Dotto Creations custom creates each piece in their collection. Therefore, prices are subject to a custom quote. It is entirely likely that the Biancaneve is one of a kind, making it that much more special. Would you get a custom motorcycle conversion if money wasn't an option? Which iconic motorcycle from the past would you bring into the 21st century? Let us know in the comments below. And stick around for our honorable mentions right after this. We've seen some exciting and unique motorcycles throughout this ride, and before we let you go, why don't we stop for just one more? Damon Motorcycles is keen on creating a motorcycle that will adapt to the rider and grow with them. They seek to create more than just a motorcycle. They seek to create global ripples. The HyperSport Premier is one smooth operator, and it has the looks to match. As the name suggests, this is a Premier experience. It may not be as quick as the WMC 250 EV, not much is, but it lands a solid second place in that department with a max speed of 200 miles per hour. The HyperSport Premier does have the best motor and charging time on the list though, with an 80% charge done in 45 minutes on a fast DC charging station. If you want something cheaper but with that Damon Motorcycles craftsmanship, then you're in luck. Damon Motorcycles offers 4 models in their range, the HyperSport Premier being the top of the line. And for almost half the price, the HS is a steal. It is nearly comparable to the Premier in every way. For half the price of the HyperSport Premier, you can pick up an SX, which has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Lastly, for $17,000, the SE is the cheapest model in the lineup, but hardly a pushover. Ultraviolette claims to live by design, technology, and user experience. Hailing from a wide variety of backgrounds including aerospace, automotive engineering, and consumer electronics, Ultraviolette says, almost there just doesn't excite them. So what does excite them? Well, we don't know, but the F77 sure does excite us. This new look for the future of motorcycles comes in 3 stunning color choices. The F77 may not break any records, with a max speed of 91 miles per hour and a max horsepower of 33.5. Still, it is a competent machine that will fulfill the primary function of a vehicle, getting from point A to point B. And for a low price of around $4,500 to $5,500, the F77 is practically a steal. Ultraviolette is currently accepting pre-orders for the F77. Built atop the idea of a motorcycle with safety as a high priority and an electric drivetrain with no compromises, Zager Motors knows their product must be as good as gas-powered or better. Zager Motors' Electrocycle is certainly a worthy opponent. This wild ride has the most extensive range on the list at 300 miles. That's pretty impressive for an electric vehicle, and the 17.3 kilowatt battery is to thank for that. The Electrocycle isn't the quickest in this showcase, but it won't disappoint you speed freaks, with a top speed of 120 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds. Safety was one of the main priorities for the Zager Motors team. With a uniquely designed traction control, auto stabilization, proximity sensors, and a roadside assistance system, the Electrocycle is chock full of safety. Part of the beauty of the Electrocycle is the modular design it implements to keep up with future EV innovations. Deliveries are slated for 2023. We follow up the F77 with another Indian company by the name of Orxa Energies. This is a team that has the skill, charisma, and most importantly, fun. And with the Mantis, Orxa Energies has shown that they are hungry. This slender ambush predator of a bike is equipped with a 9 kilowatt-hour battery pack, Orxa Energies' specialty. They develop battery packs with a much higher performance at lower weights and volume. They are specifically designed to tackle the challenges brought by performance vehicles. The battery pack strapped to the Mantis can be fully charged in only 3.5 hours using an average portable charger. The Mantis manages to be a feisty scrapper that tries to duke it out with some of the top dogs, and you can expect to see it launch in August of 2021. If you enjoyed this video, you could help us out by hitting the like button, subscribe, and keep up to date on future posts.